Hey, what's going on, guys? It's No Shoes, and we're back with another one, and today we're going to be reacting to Annihilation of the Evil Machine from K-Rino. This was suggested by Too Real for Most, so thank you Too Real for Most for the suggestion. This is the first day of K-Rino Friday. Every Friday we're going to be checking out a track from K-Rino until we get through everything we can find from him, so let me know some suggestions down in the comments below. I really do appreciate them, guys, and without any further ado, let's get right into this, see what Annihilation of the Evil Machine is all about. Let's see what K-Rino got to say. Let's get it. Okay. We got some like superhero vibes on this intro, man. I feel like I'm ready to see the Avengers drop in or something. Nice drop. I like that. Yo, that drum kit is sick. Now let's see what K gotta say.
Years before I ever existed, the war between the sadistic and the realistic had been predicted. The balance of the world's power shifted when artistic control was given to the wicked and lifted from the gifted. When I was
hold up. We got a mouthful right here, man. I love it. Existed, sadistic, realistic, predicted, shifted. Crazy rhyme scheme coming in, just going off. That's what we expect. That's what we're here for, man. K always kills it. But let's see. The war between the sadistic and the realistic. The balance of the power is shifting. Let's see how it's shifted.
The wicked and lifted from the gifted. When I was born a female mystic, insisted she entered the room, leaned over my forehead and kissed it. Inside me my assignments were listed. I was never told this till I was older, fearing the risk that I resisted. The first
okay, I think the lyrics might be a little bit long. The lyrics might be a little bit wrong, because I think he said that I'd resist it, because that just makes more sense in context. But that's sick, man. A female mystic, so she came into the room, blessed his birth, and nobody told him about it because they were afraid that he'd resist the power that he was born into.
Older, fearing the risk that I resisted. The first composition I ever composed triggered a conscious thought probe that the mystic had enclosed. I folded in an agonizing pose. When it was over, I would hold the keys to expose the motives of the soul.
Okay, so the first track he ever wrote, the first song he ever put together, it triggered those like the programming that the mystic had left with him, the messages that he was born with, and he saw the motives of the soul. He saw what needed to happen.
I would hold the keys to expose the motives of the soul. Meanwhile, on the same side of the globe, a slow-growing entity drove the masses to ignorance overload. I stayed inside my reclusive mode, and although this was strange, I still didn't complain, though I blatantly noticed the change. I started having recollections, nostalgic reflections of things that ignited mental resurrection. Now
Okay, interesting. So we're getting a lot of bars about things happening in the world around him, as well as things that he's doing, starting to bring these memories, these subconscious thoughts, and even maybe subconscious programming. It's starting to come to the surface through those mental resurrections.
Now every audio visual object we digest contributes to this gradual degenerative process. Nonetheless, I wasn't under stress. I just rested and convalesced, sharpened my talents to soar beyond the best. Fell asleep, it felt like something was being put on my head. I woke up and saw two individuals at the foot of my bed. One said, listen.
Okay, hold up. So K-Rino, he rested, he getting some sleep, he needed to chill. He's just doing his thing, staying on his own, watching what's going on in the world around him. But there's some people here to send him a message.
Individuals at the foot of my bed. One said,
listen, K-Rino, you've been chosen to fight the deadly force that germinated and rose in the night. All the knowledge that you'll need I'll expose on this flight.
What's up with this paralysis?
You're frozen in light.
Where can you...
Ooh, what's up with the paralysis? You're frozen in light. I like that. I like the voice switch too. That's real nice. I love it when he plays out more than one character in his tracks. He does a great job with it. But so, he's been chosen to fight the force that's been coming up through the darkness, and he has all the knowledge. Okay, so then it sounds like this is the same mystic from before that's going to give him the knowledge he'll need for this fight while they're traveling or whatever's going on.
All the knowledge that you'll need I'll expose on this flight.
What's up with this paralysis?
You're frozen in light.
Where can you unfreeze me? And please be quick about telling me the reason why you come to seize me. He said,
I'm sure you heard of the machine where we convene concerning its destruction, and we've chosen you to lead the team. Folks are going to die.
Okay, we getting the team up. This is what I was talking about, man. They calling on K-Rino. He's their last chance to take out this machine that is just destroying society and the world around them.
And we've chosen you to lead the team. Folks are going to die. You have no choice, so you better comply.
I said, I was no one special. I'm just a regular guy. He said,
that's a lie. You were born for this, never deny.
I looked in his eyes and said, okay, man, whatever, I'll try.
K-Rino's like, yo, y'all tripping. I'm just a regular dude. And then they told him, nah, you were made for this. He said, okay, let's do it. I'll try it. Why not? That's hilarious, bro. Imagine. Some people just show up at the foot of your bed and they're like, fate of the world's on your hands. Why me? Like, okay, I'll come.
Never deny.
I looked in his eyes and said, okay, man, whatever, I'll try. 2 seconds later, I went from my room to on the craft. Inside the lab where I received training to run the staff. What seemed like one day of training had been a year. The mystic reappeared and said, no one must interfere. I said, lady, I could be wrong, but I...
Yo, that's sick. Okay, so he's running the team now. He's got the staff, got the people with him. The mystic, she coming back, though.
No one must interfere. I said, lady, I could be wrong, but I feel like I know you. She smiled and said, you do, and at the proper time, I'll show you. As for the masses, there's a fate you have to save them from. Look at the people and how disillusioned they become. The thought streams that...
This is sick, man. Y'all already know. The rhyme scheme's on point. The bars, they hitting hard. In the flows, they're there, and everything's meshing with the beat perfectly. This is sick, man. This is sick.
Look at the people and how disillusioned they become. Yep. The thought streams that this machine is filtering are ill-meaning and bewildering. You have to kill this thing. You'll have to start with all of its compartments and execute mark hits on targets from Earth or orbit.
The way he's bending those words. Just the switch from orbit to orbit. Like, giving it that kind of A-type sound. Bruh, it just... fits so well. The way the bend rhymes, man, he's killing it. But this machine, it's coming for him. It's gonna take out all these people. K-Rino's gotta save them.
It's on targets from Earth or orbit. After I listened, I started on my mission with one magician from the spacecraft as my assistant. The first place he brung me, it stunned me. What I saw living among me, 85% were already zombies. The schools and the streets and the...
Okay. We got like... Oh, what's that movie? Like World War Z type vibes. He living in a zombie world. He gotta wake these people up, man. They got the virus.
We're already zombies. The schools and the streets and the houses were doused with the venom of lying governments and sick media outlets. All intelligent.
Ooh, okay. Y'all know we've talked about the media before on here. We ain't fans, man. I don't like it.
Venom of lying governments and sick media outlets. All intelligent thoughts that sprout get rerouted and ousted. I had to obliterate the whole outfit, but where was it stationed? navigation. We tried to pinpoint its location with extrasensory perceptive navigation. 2 seconds after springing.
We got ESP GPS, man. We finding them through our brain. We sensing it with the spirit right here.
Accepted navigation. 2 seconds after springing to action, I saw in the caption the giant shadow of a robotic contraption. I turned around and shockingly seen a technologically supreme object that no logic could possibly dream. Everything that it said was obscene. Plus his head was a screen. It blasted at me with a red glowing beam. I blasted.
Yo, not to mention, I know this isn't an official video for him, but whoever put this together, y'all found some sick pictures, man. This is dope. But he's fighting this big metal machine monster with a screen for a face. It's shooting lasers. Let's see what happened.
It blasted at me with a red glowing beam. I blasted back with a shot of my own. Medulla oblongata lava fire straight out of my bottomless dome. I heard.
Okay. Fire. Bars coming from his dome, head, medulla oblongata, talking about parts of the brain. Nice wordplay there.
Medulla oblongata lava fire straight out of my bottomless dome. I heard a voice that made my hair raise. To paraphrase, it said, "We'll forever convey our wicked ways over the airwaves. You can't stop the rise. We were put here to deceive the wise. We're the ones who say the truth and make people believe the lies. Made the world slave."
Yo, that's crazy. Deceive the wise, believe the lies. Yo, this is crazy, man. They're taking everybody with them.
So don't defy it. To save it, I would try it. It was modern day David and Goliath. This denial den that we resided in.
David and Goliath. We got little K-Rino fighting the giant mech monster.
David and Goliath. This denial den that we resided in was multiplying. This Leviathan was like trying to escape the Poseidon. So every great phrase that was ever spoken, I quoted, decoded, and overloaded.
Oh, and Leviathan, I believe, is like a water-based beast. That's from what am I, British? H.P. Lovecraft, I think. And then Poseidon, that's just a water god from Greek mythology. I don't know, we getting some type of theme here.
That was ever spoken, I quoted, decoded, and overloaded his modem till it exploded. When it blew up, I was glad and released it. Till I seen new machines forming from each of the fragmented pieces. Now I gotta overcome the offspring, the children of them. I went from dealing with just one to a million of them.
Okay, so this is like the Hydra, man. He cut off the big head, and then it turned into a bunch of tiny little minions. So he first had to deal with the person who was creating the issue, and then he had to deal with the product of that. Interesting.
Whole army in the distance ahead, and prisoners of listeners tapped my assistant and said, "I need a G719 skill gun." He said, "I never heard of that." I said, "I know, I just made it up. Go build one." He left it.
Imagine that, man. Imagine that. You're at war and he's like, "This is what I need." And then they're like, "I couldn't find any, boss." And it's like, "I made it up. Why didn't you just build it?" I remember when I was in like Boy Scouts and stuff, man, we like make fun of, you call it like hazing or something, but we'd make fun of the younger kids in the troop that didn't know anything, and we'd ask them to get like left-handed mashed potato scoopers and all that. And imagine they come back and they actually found one, bruh. I would have been shook.
Said, "Okay, I go get it. Just hold him off for a minute." 60 seconds later, he reappeared with it. I snatched it with no time to study or test it. It consisted of just one definite button, so I pressed it.
Oh, God. Yo, the screams and the moans and the destruction in the background, I don't know what he did. It sounds like they made a bomb, not a skill gun.
Oh man. I woke in a cloud of smoke. I saw people, one of them stepped out of the crowd and spoke. It's so enlightening to be mentally redeemed, he said. I'm like, what happened? He said, look, all the machines are dead. Conscious thinking that the ultimate degree again.
Okay, interesting. So the gun just destroyed the machines. They're just eradicated at this point. The trump card, it came in and destroyed them. Alright.
One of them stepped out of the crowd and spoke. It's so enlightening to be mentally redeemed, he said. I'm like, what happened? He said, look, all the machines are dead. Conscious thinking that the ultimate degree again. No more government, commercial radio, or CNN. The gas released out of your weapon made the cameras fall. Reversed the spell of the machine and deprogrammed us all. I said, but there were millions, how could we...
Ooh, that's crazy. That's crazy. I like that. Deprogramming. Absolutely. It's really... You know, I'm not here to be a conspiracy theorist, but it is interesting how, you know, the shows and everything on TV and the news and all that is called programming. It makes you wonder about what it might do to your mind if you listen to it long enough, man. But that's dope. No more CNN, no more government commercial radio. He's really hitting on some stuff right here. He's hitting on a lot of the issues that I have with what's going on in the world right now.
The machine and deprogrammed us all. I said, but there were millions, how could we persist to live?
After the wisdom, everyone took the initiative.
One by one, they were individually destroyed. By everything with knowledge, all functions deployed. They sparked the process with cerebral brainwashing, narcotics, scientific control, anatomic robotics, melodic hypnotics.
Yo, hold up. They sparked the process with cerebral brainwashing, narcotics. And then we got melodic hypnotics. It's interesting, man. So we're getting a touch on the types of drugs that people are prescribed and put on in the world. You know, there's stuff like Ambien is a hypnotic. That's a really crazy one. If you've ever looked up stories about the stuff that happens to people that take Ambien, like their sleepwalking stories, that's a really interesting corner of the internet to visit. And then the narcotics, you know, there's so many different kinds, and we got so many people, and then I don't know how the categories overlap. I'm obviously not a pharmacist or a scientist, but you got the opioids and everything like that.
Control, anatomic robotics, melodic hypnotics. The mystic then delivered my fate. Way that erased my memory, sending me back to my original state. You wonder how then was it told of y'all? The thought probe was never taken out. It recorded the whole battle and showed it all. Now future generations can say that they seen the total annihilation of the evil machine.
Yo, so the mystic, just Men in Black, wiped his brain. Left him empty, said, go back to what you were before. You've done what you were here to do. That's all good. Take your life back. But the probe that was inside his brain that she left there kept all that information somehow, and I guess he just wasn't able to access it. Regardless of the actual mechanics of how this universe works, that was dope. I hope y'all enjoyed that. I know I really did. That was Annihilation of the Evil Machine from K-Rino. That was suggested by Too Real for Most. And don't forget, this was the first day of K-Rino Friday. I hope y'all are excited for more. Let me know in the comments down below. Leave some suggestions. Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, and hit that bell if you're ready to see more videos like this. And much love to everybody in the No Shoes Gang. I will see you all next time.